Maggie, you've been here. Betty Pito. Betty is usually watching from where? Remind me, Betty. It would be the other day. I can see you. Oh, yeah, Germany. Lavington Cove. I can see you. Zimbabwe. Frida from Eldoret. Philippines. Counter Joshua. All right. I can see USA there. All right. Meru. Saudi Arabia. All right. So, guys, I want to talk to you about a big problem we have in the economy of our day. In schools, we are being taught how to, get permanent jobs or stable jobs, or, stability is like getting a good job and permanent and pensionable. You hear things like, retirement age. You hear things like unemployment. You hear things like good jobs. So we are being prepared for dependency. What they are calling permanent job is really permanent dependency. We are coming out of schools expecting somebody to hire us. We are coming out of schools thinking to succeed is to find a place where you're going to job every day. The salary and the banks give you loans and circles give you loans, and it's about the salary and the loan, and surely your life revolves around paycheck. And that they don't teach you how to get rich in your 20s. They teach you how to retire in your 60s. And that has become the norm, folks. I wanted to remind you something. Remember the lifestyle you promised yourself. What lifestyle did you promise yourself? What cars did you promise yourself? What houses? What clothes? What holidays? What level of influence on humanity did you swear that you must achieve? What life did you want to give your children? I wanted to ask you about that. The thing that you want in your head, the lifestyle, the level of life. What is it? That thing, that what you wanted to do with your life cannot be done by depending on another person. I wanted to give you the formula, the sure bet as 4 steps. 1, see far. I want you to sit and imagine your dream. In our culture, when you sit down and start thinking, people think you're worried. Make it your custom to imagine your dream. Familiarize with what you wanted. Familiarize. Make yourself accustomed to that life until it's familiar. You almost feel a deja vu when it begins to happen. You feel like you've been here before. Because your mind has been here so frequently. Driving these cars, you're not so surprised. You've been there. Start seeing far. Second step, start small. Don't wait to get huge amounts of money. Because you have thought and developed your dreams and developed possibility and steps along the way. I want to become an importing leather dealer. I want to deal with leather. I deal with electronics. I want to deal with clothes. I want to a large scale. But I'll start by selling socks in my class. Start by selling sweets. Start by selling pens. I'll learn the ropes through doing some few things. I'll start. Do that. See far. Start small. Don't wait for facilities to align. Don't wait for good luck. Don't wait for people to motivate you. Of course, let me say that not everybody is meant to be a business person. There are many people whose best place is to work within other systems, companies, employments, corporates. Your secret, if your calling is to work within other systems, is to master your skill until you're the one calling the shots. So let's say you want to be a huge journalist affecting the whole world. You don't have to start your own channel, or you can do it. Oprah Winfrey did it, but other people work within other media houses. But you do your thing so well, you're the one calling your shots. That's the difference here. You own your game, even when you're employed by others. So start small, get the skill, go the extra mile, burn the midnight oil, stay in the libraries, stay in YouTube, research, subscribe to pages, do your thing with a touch of madness. You know where you're going and you're starting small. Step 3, scale fast. Problem with employment that you're promoted so slowly. After 10 years, Jabuguru M. Hey, another 10 years, Jabu Group N. And then by the time you're Jabu Group Q, you're retiring and dying. You're depending on people who are to evaluate you. They come to write appraisal and ask you to apply letters. Ask why we should promote you from a senior teacher to deputy principal, assistant manager to senior. So, scale fast. How? Once you have usually spent about 10 years to master the ropes of any craft, if you study your thing with intensity for 10 years, your mind starts to think in terms of that thing, whether it was music, game, coaching, accounting, lawyering, medicine. If you study it with intensity for 10 years, scientifically it's been proven, apprenticeship takes 7 to 10 years, average is 10 years. You begin to think, your mind gets transformed. You begin to think in terms of that field. You can sniff solutions. You can enter a situation. People are cracking their head. You just breathe in. And you figure out the whole situation. Because you have internalized the rules, the principles, the customs. You have seen so many problems. You can sniff a solution. Masters don't rack their head. They operate with a certain grace and ease because that thing runs in their blood. It runs in their veins. Scale fast by giving very rapid output. Don't work with the workers, the hours of the employer 8 to 5. Set your own pace and make it crazy. Of course, we are not saying you sacrifice your health, but we are saying don't allow laziness or laxity. Let every moment be rich. Study, learn, research, undertake more. All right? The final step of after scaling high is scaling fast is soar high. All right? We started C far. All right? Number 2, start small, but then scale fast, and then soar high. Third world, mediocrity is the norm. Poverty is almost glorified. People say to succeed is a matter of luck, connections. There's so much ideologies of poverty. So rampant because poverty is so common in our space. As for you, aim at towering high, operating millions, bulk of the goods. Think in terms of the largest traders in Africa, in Asia, in India, in Europe, in America. Let your examples be global people. Let Oprah Winfrey be your colleague if your sector is journalism. If you are a judge, if you want to be a prosecutor, think of ICC, the international names. Make them your colleagues. Think like them. Soar high. That's where you can find freedom. All right? That's where you can find impact. That's where you can make a difference in your generation. Folks, I want a few of you to tell me you're not going to work with survival. Small money and loans. I want you to operate with mega scale, multi-billion empires. Do I have anybody? Do you want more? Can we conquer the world? Can we change the world? Can you take that craft and take it to the uttermost? Ah! Don't depend on chances being opened by anyone. Open the chances yourself. Dictate the pace. Take that field and set another level they have never seen. Whatever you do, promise me you'll not stay where other people are. So high, set a new goal. Again, see far, start small, scale fast, soar high. Thank you, folks.